Hello, everyone. So today we're going to talk about the art of making effective proposals and resolutions. And it's the fourth follow-up session of Peace for Nature project. Hope this presentation will be useful for you for different purposes. So let's dive in. First, I will talk a bit more I'll just start off with explaining what proposals and resolutions mean for us in this case, because obviously in different scenarios they have a bit of a different meaning. So I'll explain what are we actually talking about today. And afterwards, I will present like a process of how can you approach making a proposal. And then Carrie will talk a bit about some case study, which will be a case study of SCI, which is our organization. That's what we're going to do today. So what are we talking about? As I said, we will be talking more today about how to put proposals in front of our organizations. So we're really focusing on this organizational level, but this strategy or this process of making a proposal can actually be also used in more like different levels of work. Like if you want to do like a proposal to, I don't know, your government, your local government, you can still use that. Or in any place that you want to bring your proposal to, you can use that kind of scenario, let's say, plan. And well, what is the difference between proposal and resolution? Also, I wanted to talk about it. Well, first, obviously, proposal is something that we propose to the organization. So it's something that was not yet approved. And the resolution is when the proposal is approved. So the proposal basically becomes resolution after it gets approved. And I made this really simple process plan. It has only 6 steps. So first, obviously, you need to decide on the topic. How do you decide on it? First, you need to know what are the needs of your organization. So you make a research. Okay, I would like to improve this in my organization, so I would like to make a proposal about it. And you think about also how can your proposal actually help out with that. After you have your topic, also in this first step, it's very important. You should actually research what is your organization's legislative process. That also you will do probably if you're actually making a proposal for like a government or something like that. You need to know how does the process of legislating it looks like, so that you can also kind of adjust yourself to that. So then you have your idea for the proposal, and well, you should gather a team. Of course, I mean, you can write it on your own, but definitely it's way, way easier with some people to help you. The process of writing a proposal is normally not a one-day process. It takes a while. And it's just much easier with a team than just on your own. Okay, you have a team, you have an idea, you can start drafting. So first, you have to have a draft that is a draft that will basically just really clearly state what is your idea, and more or less also like the structure of the proposal, but all the details and all the polishing and making it perfect comes later. First, you just need to have a very clear idea of, okay, this is what I want to have in here and this order. Yes. So you have your draft. Of course, some of those processes can be happening in the same time, but let's say it's maybe good to have already a first draft, and then you can go to the 4th step, which is gaining support. So obviously, it very much depends on what kind of entity you're working in. If it's like an organization that is, for example, SCI, which we will talk about later, we have different branches and different partners, and they are part of the legislative process. So basically, gaining support is about reaching out to people who will be participating in the decision process, and talking to them and asking them to support your proposal. And they also can be reviewing the draft and somehow giving an input on that draft. Obviously, like this giving an input can be a bit tricky when it comes to like gaining support. Like, for example, if you're doing that for your government and then you want the, let's say, the MPs to review your proposal, it can be a bit tricky because they might try to make it a bit more for themselves than what you actually want to put in. So be careful with that. But in case of organizations, maybe it's actually good for the partners to actually give out some input and help you a bit. And then, well, you have a support, then it's time for the final draft. Actually, this can be happening probably in the same time as you're gaining the support. But basically, final draft is going to be when you're implementing all the corrections and the proposal is being polished and it's basically ready to be presented. Which is the sixth step, is presenting your proposal to the board or any other decisive body. And this step I'm not diving that much deeply into it because it really, really depends on how does your organization work. So yeah, this is like a very basic process. I think it can be used in like very different settings also. So I think because of that, it's pretty useful.